Sir, you may want to see this.
What is it?
We've been given an anonymous tip. Some school in Canada has something growing near its vegetation. Apparently it smells horrendous and is not like anything they've seen before. Almost alien.
Did they provide any photographs?
As a matter of fact, they did. And it's just as they described. It's completely new to us.
That's just a mushroom. Wait. I'm going to send the team over to extract it. Something doesn't sit right with me about how it looks.
Breaking news. A strange organism has been spotted at a public school in Durham County. Currently, we don't have an exact idea of its capabilities, and we have a scientist on the matter to get a better understanding.
Are we on the air? Good. This thing. We have no idea on what it is, however it is not of human creation. It seems to have been generated from...
Hang on, we have an incoming alert ready broadcast. We will resume as soon as we are back on the air.
Event type is biological. The following is a message from the Centers for Disease Control and the Canadian government. An abnormal entity has been spotted at the Julie Payette Public School on Garden Street. No action needs to be taken at this time, as the school is in the process of escorting the students out of the building. If you are at work, please contact a guardian and notify them of the situation. Thank you for your cooperation.
Le type d'événement est biologique. Ce qui suit est un message des Centers for Disease Control et du gouvernement canadien. Une entité anormale a été repérée à l'école publique Julie Payette sur Garden Street. Aucune mesure ne doit être prise pour le moment, car l'école est en train d'escorter les élèves hors du bâtiment. Si vous êtes au travail, veuillez contacter un tuteur et l'informer de la situation. Merci de votre collaboration.
Okay, we are back on the air. Tell us more about this entity.
Well, we have a sample of the entity, and it seems to be related to the fly agaric mushroom. The genetic structure is similar, however it looks nothing like one. We have a team of skilled personnel in the process of uprooting this fungus for further research. For anyone out there, if you see this entity anywhere, get away from it and call 911.
Anyone have something to cut with?
Yes, why?
There seems to be a lot of resistance coming from the root of this thing. I'll need to cut it instead of uproot it.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Positive. It's not like this thing is gonna jump out of the ground and bite me.
isn't good.
Hello?
Sir, it's me. I've made a discovery regarding that mushroom your team tried to extract yesterday.
Oh, what came up?
So you know how those two scientists you sent over cut the mushroom and haven't came back ever since?
Yeah, I fired them. They're the least of my concern now. Without them is so important.
Well, what if I told you that the mushroom released an impossibly large amount of spores into the air and those two scientists might be dead?
What the fuck? You mean, dead? That's impossible. They were covered head to toe in hazmat suits. There is no way those spores could have reached something as protective as them.
It's not the hazmat's fault they were very protective. It's the fact that a large area around the site of the mushroom is now riddled with them. So basically, we have a spore that we don't know the capabilities of that is also pretty much blanketing an entire city block. We have to implement an area quarantine as fast as possible, or else some very bad things might happen.
Run tests on the spores. First, I want to know everything I can about them. I'd start working on the quarantine.
Got it.
This is City TV breaking news. There are confirmed reports of the fungus that was spotted at Julie Payette Public School releasing spores during a removal operation. These spores enter the body the same way that E. coli does, and poses a great risk to health and safety. The spores are capable of bypassing the immune system through a special pathogen, then hijacks the victim's brain. Nothing further is known. However, scientists at the CDC and the WHO are working to uncover the true nature and effects of these spores.
This message is to be aired on all network, radio, and satellite stations in Oakland County. We have officially confirmed the presence of the spores, of unknown origin, appearing in various areas in the city of Troy. This organism has the capability to drive any host it infects in a homicidal rage state. Do not go outdoors. The outdoors at this very moment are extremely hazardous. Normal programming has been suspended until further notice.
Thank you all for attending this meeting. For those of you who have not been briefed, a species of fungi unofficially dubbed by the CBSF lethal agaric was recently discovered near a school in Canada. A group of people were sent to uproot the fungus. However, the operation went horribly wrong, and a tube connected to it released spores in all directions. The tube was somehow pressurized, and it resulted in the deaths of 5 of our top researchers. After the incident, 3 of those researchers who were lucky enough to have been far away from the fungus did not inhale the spores. This led to the discovery that traditional gas masks are ineffective. Afterwards, a sample of the spores were brought into a lab in Houston for analysis. There they discovered that some of the spores' internals consisted of an unknown pathogen. The spores were also observed to be seemingly levitating after 30 minutes of being left alone in a sealed chamber. This resulted in a message being sent out to individuals in North America warning of the hazard to health. After extensive research, we believe we have found an effective solution to the problem. We are currently prototyping a vaccine for the pathogen known as Project Firewall. The vaccine works by giving the immune system access to special antibodies engineered by the minds of the CBSF research group and deploying them as soon as the virus is detected. Since the pathogen bypasses the immune system, the antibodies are constantly being circulated in the patient's bloodstream. When the antibodies detect the pathogenic matter of spores, they are almost instantaneously destroyed. The vaccine is expected to be finished by September 16th. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Sir, while the idea for the vaccine is brilliant, an effective treatment would be lethal. According to multiple autopsies performed on deceased individuals infected with the pathogen, organs become dependent on the spores, and therefore the pathogen. If the body were to kill the pathogenic matter, every single organ in the body would shut down. What are your plans for a treatment, if there is any?
Miss In layman's terms, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. Are there any other questions? This concludes meeting 62422. You may now leave the room.
Till 8:20 and then 9 p.m. And so what we reported today is that when the polls, the vast majority of them closed at 8 o'clock, this means that we won't get the result immediately when they close.
This is a message from the Canadian Biological Safety Foundation. A phenomenon known as spore concentration has been discovered. Spore concentration is when individual spores, now given the name SPO23, become attracted to a specific location, such as a forest heavily populated by plant or animal life, or a city with heavy outdoors activity. This phenomena is in relation to the outbreak that occurred a few weeks ago. To prevent this phenomena, do not congregate outside in groups larger than 4. Keep away from other groups doing the same. Do not go into areas barricaded by dark orange tape. These areas have been blocked for your safety. If you enter these areas, your risk of becoming infected will nearly double. This message will repeat throughout the week on a bi-hourly basis. Stay tuned to local media outlets for further information.
This is not a test. To repeat, this is not a test. All citizens of Whitby and surrounding areas, do not leave your homes under any circumstances. To leave your homes would be to put your life in extreme danger. The spores that have been reported to have been released in the air have now been reported to become airborne 30 minutes after the initial release. It is also confirmed that the spores somehow replace mucus with more spores. Thusly, when a human sneezes, the spores are released into the air. As such, you must shelter in place. To shelter in place, place duct tape over all door frames and crevices in your home to prevent spores entering your home. Wear a medical mask, and wear earplugs. Make sure open wounds are not exposed. Band-aids will suffice. Do not let anyone from the outside in your home under any circumstances, even if they are family. A vaccine is currently being developed, and should be ready in 12 weeks. In the meantime, stay tuned to this channel for more information as it becomes available. Normal programming has been suspended until further notice.
Please be advised, we are transmitting this at low power. This message is being broadcast at the request of your government. The spores have mutated and are now spreading at a rapid rate. If you wish to attempt survival, follow the instructions on screen in a moment. The broadcast will now silence for your safety. May God help us all.
We are on the air again with some excellent news. The vaccine is almost ready, and the fungus has been removed successfully. This is possibly the best outcome of the situation. However, you must still shelter.
Get out of here now.
What? Go. We gotta get out of here.